Good morning. Good morning. This day, December 12, 2021, 3:45 a.m. and today is Sunday, rest day. Problem is signals. Signals are not working. I don't know what's going on in Airtel. नमस्कार, मैं हूँ इंजीनियर सूरज सिंह, भारत इंडिया से बोल रहा। आज दिसंबर 12, 2021, सुबह के 3:46, रविवार। और वही प्रॉब्लम सिग्नल्स की सेकंड टाइम ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, देखते हैं क्या होता है। सेम टॉक, क्वालिटी, सेफ्टी and profession, life. Again and again, I want to talk so that you may remember something. It's my duty to remind everybody what is intention behind this. Title is Civil Field Engineering, Life, Engineers and Concrete, Quality. Concrete is very important item, that's why I'm saying concrete specification. Quality, of course, concrete means it should be quality one, like all other materials. And contracts, red, silver, white, references to that. Designs and construction, and of course, methods and contracts. Of course, disputes there when there are contracts, and ultimately, what tool we use. That tool we call communication and coordination. Unknown world. There is no specific line of action on which communication and coordination can move. It's up to us how do we conduct that. Really, it's interesting to say that world is different now as it was long back. But I don't think there is a real difference. Difference lies in our minds. Our minds, and that's very important. Competent. Only the documents are very important, like competency certificates. This is a document under law, and also another certificate is there. You can see that yourself, Chartered Engineer India, Bharat, or it can be from other country, and also the statutory membership of, it means this chartered body of this country, Bharat India, and this reference file which I everyday project to. It's like a title, you may say, title of this talk, and that is Qatar Civil Specifications QCS 2014. I consider certain specifications like this significant for purpose of work, and this is my address, my name board. You can see this is photo of poor person. This is great institution which was established in 1920 and recorded on government, state units, state departments, or you can say kingdom, United Kingdom. It was recorded as chartered body in 1935 when Royal Charter was granted to this is suraj_engineer@yahoo.co.uk. If you wish, you have certain intention to interact with me, you are most welcome. You write to me on email. Please do not call, because I don't like unnecessary calls, because every day you will find hundreds of calls from advertisement people, and I don't attend them until I have savings of that number. And this is 430 house number, sector is 21B. System. We are talking of certain quality system, and quality system does actually quality system applies in life, and we have to achieve quality. That means we have to achieve first individual quality, and if individual does not have quality, I don't think quality can be achieved. Individual means every person, every professional, every responsible human being, and in whatever profession one is engaged, that is important to be quality one, and you have to work there with quality. आप कोई भी क्यों ना हो, एक व्यक्ति के रूप में, एक व्यक्तिक के रूप में, एक काम करने वाले के रूप में, एक व्यक्ति या एक आप कह सकते हैं इंडिविजुअल का मतलब है अलग से काम करने वाला, ह्यूमन बीइंग, रिस्पॉन्सिबल आदमी, जिम्मेदार आदमी, उत्तरदायी पूरा करने वाला आदमी। अगर आपके अंदर स्वयं ही गुणवत्ता नहीं है तो आप गुणवत्ता से काम नहीं कर सकते, ये भी तय है। जब तक व्यक्ति के अंदर अपनी गुणवत्ता नहीं है, क्वालिटी नहीं है, हमें आशा नहीं करनी चाहिए कि वो व्यक्ति गुणवत्ता को समझेगा या जानेगा या कोशिश करेगा अपने आप को सुधारने की। जब तक हम खुद क्वालिटी के बाद नहीं, हम इंजीनियर हो, डॉक्टर हो, कोई भी क्यों ना हो, जब तक हमारे अपने क्वालिटी सिस्टम अपना नहीं है, हम स्वयं को ढाल नहीं सकते किसी सिस्टम में, अपने ही सिस्टम में। मैं नहीं समझता कि हम अपने आप को गुणवत्ता वाला विद्वान कह सकते हैं। आई कैन नॉट कॉल माई सेल्फ quality oriented learned person until I can organize myself, I can supervise myself, I can work myself, and I can report to myself, I can account to myself. I mean to say, you have to be your own leader. If I am not my own leader, मैं स्वयं को नहीं निर्देश दे सकता, मैं स्वयं को नहीं आगे ला सकता, मैं स्वयं को चेक नहीं कर सकता, तो मेरा क्वालिटी का कोई मतलब नहीं रह जाता। मेरी क्वालिटी मेरे हाथ में है, मेरे एफर्ट्स में है। व्हाट आई डू, हाउ आई डू, व्हाट इज माय पर्पस, व्हाट्स माय ऑब्जेक्टिव, हाउ फार आई कैन डू, व्हाट्स माय इंटेंसिटी ऑफ टेकिंग एक्शन अगेंस्ट मी, सेल्फ पनिशमेंट। आई कैन अवॉर्ड माई सेल्फ एवरी टाइम, दैट्स नॉट बिग डील। आई कैन अवॉर्ड, मैं अपने आप को अवॉर्ड कर सकता हूँ, अपने आप को इनाम दे सकता हूँ। मैं दूसरों के इनाम की क्यों वेट करूं, लेकिन मैं अपने आप को पुनिश भी कर सकता हूं। पुनिश करना मेरा अधिकार है। मैं स्वयं को सजा दे सकता हूं, क्योंकि मैं स्वयं को अगर सजा नहीं दे सकता तो मुझे दूसरे को सजा देने का अधिकार नहीं है। अगर मैं अपनी गलती नहीं समझता तो मैं दूसरे की गलती क्या समझूंगा। आई हैव टू रियलाइज दिस फैक्ट, एंड दैट्स वेयर सेल्फ कम्युनिकेशन, सेल्फ कोऑर्डिनेशन, most significant discipline subject. This is nothing that is free of errors. Of course, once you are practiced to that, many times you perform some activity, there are rare chances that knowingly you make some mistakes. Yes, by oversight, by condoning some consideration, or by having certain interference or intervention, you may get some diversion from concentration, and that diversion can lead to errors. आपका ध्यान भंग हो जाए, आपकी एकाग्रता भंग हो जाए, आपकी सोच कहीं और चली जाए, तो हो सकता है आप उस कार्य से जहाँ कर रहे थे थोड़ी एरर कर दें, गलती कर दें, कम्युनिकेशन टूट जाए, कोऑर्डिनेशन पूरा ना हो पाए। कोऑर्डिनेशन का मतलब तालमेल पूरा ना हो पाए और एक आध पॉइंट आप छोड़ दें या गलत पॉइंट ले आए। मैं ये नहीं कहता कि आपकी गलती हो गई तो आप गलत हो गए, ऐसा नहीं है। गलती सबसे होती है और होनी चाहिए सीखने के लिए, लेकिन उसमें भी क्वालिटी होनी चाहिए। अगर आप गलती पकड़ लेते हैं तो ये हक आपका है, ये कर्म आपका है कि आप उसको ठीक कर रहे हैं ताकि कम से कम नुकसान हो। इट्स रिक्वायर्ड इन केस mistake is committed, it should be properly edited during work itself. You cannot leave that to be edited later on, and by the time you try to edit, you forgot what it was. It's better to check your work yourself certain times, many times. And everybody you like also must do it. If you do not do that, you cannot say, I can take care of work. I am inclined to say this every day. I don't know what happens to me when I start talking about quality or when I start writing something about this, for example, this file. I have no original thinking in this. It develops during work itself. I've seen career, I'm not saying I have only seen career, but I have noticed that communication and coordination requirements are top level. If one is not able to communicate, fast in communication indeed, but they do not check it. They will just like give you news headlines and this lines and breaking news and this and that. Actually, that's not breaking news. That's a broken news. They just want to pass information for sake of information without even analyzing whether it is right or it's not right. That's why I say standards of quality are also falling, have been falling and shall be falling if we don't worry about quality system and quality performance. I cannot leave it to quality system only. I have to take care of quality performance because quality performance and quality system are integrated together. Quality performance cannot be achieved if there exists no system, and if there exists no system, it's duty of everyone first to design some system and use that system, or you have to use another system designed by some other person, and you have to of course work in that system but audit and edit that system so that very important. Again, I stress it. I stress again and again that writing, I'm saying professional writings are very significant. And we can say currently, I'm not talking about long back. I'm talking about current situation, or you can say those people who are product of millennial, now maybe 30 years, 40 years before that, 20, 30, 40. I've noticed that capacity, or you can say working potential of these youth and young people in writing, or you can say in analyzing, in coordinating, is low profile. Speaking high all time, trying to solve every problem in a speech, and having very little interest in documentation. I don't know reason behind that. Maybe lack of patience, or lack of knowledge, or lack of interest, or they want to just fly in air. That is very bad state, very bad state. And I can say that if you cannot write something, you cannot record it, and if you cannot record it, you cannot correspond, or you cannot coordinate with that, because it's off record, it is not retractable, and it's not retrievable, and then you can say it's lost. Our life is very mobile indeed, but mobile is also there in our life, which has clashed mobility of humanity, mobility of thinking. Mobile must have been used for purpose of supporting us, but mobile has drawn everybody, and mobile is not supporting, but we are supporting. Are very fast without even having substance. That's worrisome. If I think that is where lapse occurs. I have to understand question first, I have to understand some complaint first, then I have to resolve it. But I want to show by response that we have resolved it. I have seen many responses from many departments of government and private companies. They just say, they ask you question rather than answering question. That is really very unbecoming state. In concrete, which is very important material, as far as you can say construction world is concerned. It is part of cement. We've gone through this, and we've gone through various classes of cementitious materials, and now we have here some other sulfate attack. So we are seeing that as well. Now we're talking of durability related proportions, and here chloride migration, etc. we are seen. So design of concrete mixes will do. Now, of course, because communication, as I said, along with I can conduct my coordination very well, and coordination cannot be conducted if communication record doesn't exist. For whatever work, for whatever record, coordination is big exercise. Coordination, first of all, never ends. It never ends as much as work. You do whatever work in whatever field, communication and coordination, it starts there itself. Otherwise, we cannot do anything. Coordination, it's not a word simply. You cannot say it's only a term or word or verb. It is something that stays with me, with you, with everybody. Even if you do not do anything, your mind works. It coordinates with past activities itself without even asking you, and that is where coordination lies. Coordination is integrated part of life, but we do not extract it. We do not identify that. Communication